My name is Joseph Wolfenden. I'm a mechanical engineering major, and I'm a freshman.
My name's Matthew Schutz. I'm a chemical engineering major, and I'm a freshman.
My name's Daniel Kronk. I'm a first year in electrical and computer engineering.
The purpose of the software design project is to give students a real-world application of MATLAB and allows them to make a game of their choosing. For the project, I was responsible for the coding of craps, as well as the video storyboard and putting the video together.
For the project, I was responsible for coding GoFish, as well as doing documentation such as the user manual and just keeping an eye on the website in general.
And I was responsible for making the game over and under 7, as well as making the flowchart and algorithm, or pseudocode.
For the project, we created 3 different games: Craps, Over 7 and Under 7, and Go Fish. For Craps, the player is given 2 die and is asked how much money they would like to bet. Then the player rolls the die. If the sum of the 2 die equals 7 or 11, the player wins twice the amount of money they bet. If they roll a 2, 3, or 12, then they lose. If they don't roll any of those numbers, they roll again. This time, if they roll a 2, 3, 7, or 12, they lose. And if they roll the sum of the first roll, or an 11, they win. The player keeps on rolling until one of these numbers is rolled.
For over and under 7, the user places a bet and guesses what the total of the dice will be. If the total is under 7 or over 7, they get their bet matched, but if they guess right and the total is 7, then their bet is multiplied by 4, and the game keeps going until the user either quits or is out of money.
The game that we focused on most during this project was Go Fish. So the program shuffles a card deck and selects 7 cards for the user, 7 cards for the computer, and the rest go to a draw deck. So the user asks the computer if it has a certain number and color card, and if the computer does have it, then you get that card and you make a match. If it doesn't, the program tells you to go fish and you get another card from the draw deck. It works the same way for the computer. The computer just asks for a random card in its deck, and then the user has to answer yes or no whether it has that card or not.
Investors would want to invest in Go Fish because Go Fish is a short and simple game that people can play in less than 10 minutes.
There is some strategy involved in the game, but the game is mostly up to luck. It's exciting because everything is randomly generated and you can't know for sure what to expect.
The game can change in a matter of turns, keeping it exciting and keeping the user on their toes. It's a good game to play when you're bored and have some spare time laying around.
Now I'm going to explain the layout of our Go Fish game. First, we have an instruction screen that lets the user know the objective and the basic rules of the game. After 20 seconds, the game will begin. If the program finds at any point in the game that 2 cards are already matched in your hand, it will remove them and give you a point. This includes if you or the computer draws from the deck and makes a match. At the top, we have the score, and that remains there for the duration of the game. The program will prompt the user to enter a color and a number. So we have a red 7, so we're going to enter red, R for red, and 7. The program will either say that you've made a match or tell you to go fish, in which case it will add a new card to your deck. If you made a match, it will remove that card from your deck and the computer's deck. Then the computer selects a random card from its hand and asks the user if it has that card. So it asks us if we have a red 6, and we do not, so we're going to enter N for no. Now the computer has to go fish. If the user answers yes, the cards will be removed and the computer gets a point. If we answer no, like in this case, a card is added to the computer's hand. If at any point the computer's hand or the user's hand is empty before the game is over, they have to go fish instead of asking for a card. This will continue until all of the cards in the hands are gone and the draw deck is empty. Now we are ending the end of the game, and it asks us if we have a red 5. We obviously don't have a red 5 because we have no cards. So we're going to enter no. They made a match when drawing from the deck, and we had to go fish because we had no cards in our hand. Now it asks us if we have a black 13, and now we do. So we're going to enter yes, and the computer made a match. Now, since the draw deck is gone, the game is actually over at this point. So now that the game is over, the program will tell us who won and what the final score was.
Thanks for watching. We hope you guys choose to invest in our game.